Morning, good morning, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Hey, y'all. Coffee cups up. This time I have my travel cup, y'all. Val, what you got? Val got
My
it. Oh,
cup, my cup
okay.
runneth over.
Oh, yes.
2025.
Come on, let it run over now. And that's along the lines of what we're talking about, y'all. But
Hmm.
first, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Cynthia Merritt, and I am a 60-ish individual who has a lot of life experiences, a life tragedies, life victories,
Hmm.
life strategies, all kind of good stuff in life that I can share, and I can share tips and tricks and help you discern what out of what I'm telling you is something you can not do and move forward positively, or something you can maybe incorporate and move forward victoriously. So I know. So my co-host, let me turn it over to you.
I am Valerie Davis, and I am in my 50s. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say my age because I'm 54 years old.
Okay.
Praise God.
Yeah.
And I have, like Cynthia, I have life experiences, I have life disappointments. Um, and I've learned a lot as I am still learning. And what I've learned, I want to share. And I'm hoping that you guys share things with us. Um, Life is lifing, as the younger people say, and we have to learn how to roll with the punches and keep going and not hold on to what's not the way that we want it. I hope I said it right.
Yes.
Um, so I've learned some things. And I like to share those tips and tricks and of how to get through life because we don't want to give up. We don't want to jump off the boat. We don't want to jump off the ship. We want to be able to encourage ourselves as much as encourage others. And we're all here for that same reason, because we're grateful as we're talking about what we're grateful for.
Oh, absolutely, y'all. And we are in the month of gratitude, November. Actually, the year should be about gratitude, but the
Yes.
month of gratitude is normally when we really celebrate in the month of November. And let me just say this before I start. I thank God for community. I
Mm-hmm.
really do. For the ability to gather together with like-minded people, pray together, share be our soft place to fall.
Yes.
Everyone needs community. And I just need to leave that word right now because
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm talking about right here.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
We all need
We
community.
all need community. All
Mhm.
right, y'all. So we're talking about what grateful for what? Okay, let's grateful for what? Let's talk about it today. So what we're most grateful for at this time in our life is what we're looking at. We want to look at this, first of all, the state of the world, the state
Yes.
of our country, the economy, the job market. These things are having drastic
Mhm.
um, actions toward us and our emotions and how
Mhm.
we're dealing with our daily life. The government, our friends, our family,
Families, yes.
all the things,
Mhm.
yeah, y'all, all the things that are going on right now, everything is going to have an impact on the way we're moving in our lives.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
gratitude in real life, just slowing everything down to remember Thanksgiving. That's what I want to talk about first. The first thing, let's just be mindful and live mindfully and live with gratitude of what
Mhm.
we have with our lifestyles and our habits in our life, and not just for the holiday buzzword, but really looking within ourselves and being grateful. You know what? The first thing I want to say is be grateful for our health, because without our health, you guys, we have absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I know this firsthand from an outing I went on yesterday, actually with my sister,
Mhm.
who's disabled. Y'all, she is so disabled. She's very disabled. Her body does not work and function anymore, like even just standing up and sitting down.
Mm. Mhm.
So we have to be grateful for
Yes.
the fact that we can walk, that we got up out of our bed,
Mhm.
we were able to see, touching our eyes. We were able to see, guys. So we want to be grateful
Mm.
for our health. Our heart is beating. You know what? One thing about our heart beats every day, all those times a day for
Mhm.
years and decades, and
Yes.
doesn't give up until it has a reason to give up.
Mhm.
That thing is working. Our
Mhm.
heart is working for us.
Mhm.
We got to
Mhm.
be grateful for that.
Mm.
So
Mm. Mm.
we want to think about how we're building our daily routines with gratitude. And that for me is for health. And then what does it look like in a small, real life way in our work relationships?
Yeah.
Be careful with those work relationships and treat those with care and sometimes with distance, honey.
Mhm.
Val, did you have something you look like you were getting ready to say something?
Yes, I just wanted to chime in. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Chime in on that work relationship. It's great to have a work relationship and be thankful for it in a sense that it makes work easier,
Mhm.
but still make sure you have those boundaries so it doesn't overthrow you nor that person.
Yes.
Because sometimes your work relationships will get into your personal life, and then there is the calamity. There's crazy stuff
Yes.
that's going on.
Yes.
So sometimes you got to know when to keep it at bay. So
Mhm.
be thankful,
Absolutely.
be thankful for them, but also just notice and know how to be thankful for them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also, I'm grateful for a couple of new guests that we're looking forward to having to interview. I'm excited. And if you guys have any suggestions for any guests that we would like to that you would like for us to interview, what we're looking for is mindful coaches, lifestyle influencers, spiritual advisors and counselors who practice intentional gratitude. So if you know of any people like that, just please leave it in the comments and we'll be glad to call them and talk to them.
That's a great idea. And I
Yeah.
think I actually think I have a couple of people that I can suggest to you, and we can get
Okay.
all lined up for 2026 and come out with
Yes.
a bang, you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that. So guys, also now when we're thinking about redefining Thanksgiving your way, because we're saying we're grateful for what? And this is the Thanksgiving season, and we're thankful as always. So redefining Thanksgiving your way. Your modern traditions. You want to sometimes we can create our own, right? Creating our own traditions are great. So creating traditions that fit your lifestyle. So not my grandmother's. What my grandmother did, what my mother did may be a bit different than what I'm accustomed to and what I like to do. Here again, I'm all for all the big cooking. I don't have to do it that much. I just come in with my little dish and I'm fine. So I, hmm, if I ever hold Thanksgiving dinner at my house, I wouldn't do the traditional food. I would do what I like and was simple for me. I would do like a selection of pastas. I'll do maybe like a eggplant lasagna, a traditional lasagna, um, maybe a broccoli and cheese casserole, tuna casserole, something like that. That would be my tradition that I would create. So when you're thinking about that, let's talk about that. So you want to look at are you a minimalist or are you eco-friendly? Um, what are some Thanksgiving ideas that you could come up with? Sustainable table decor, reducing food waste. Are you that person that has tons of decorations for Thanksgiving on the table, in the house, out front at the door, in the yard, all those type things? Um, how do you reduce the waste of food? I think we talked about this before. I myself, I can eat leftovers for 2 days, but that's about it. So how are you going to get that? Or is everyone going to take dishes home or take food back home? Some people will only take one or two plates, and it depends on how many people that you have at your for Thanksgiving and what you're cooking, right? So you want to think about how to redefine that when you are, because Thanksgiving is quickly approaching. So those are things that you want to think of. Hmm, how am I going to make sure that we're not being wasteful with this food? How am I going to make sure that we're not overcrowding the space with decor? It's beautiful and it's needed and it's, we love it. But how do you think about those things? Right? Do you think about those type things, Cynthia? Are you like a minimalist, or how are you when it comes to that?
I'm a minimalist. I am a minimalist, but
Mm-hmm.
I do now. I don't do fancy decorations in the yard at all. Of course,
Okay.
I have my decor, my wreath and stuff on the door
Okay.
with two little pots out there. But
Okay.
inside, it's I have a few little Thanksgiving fall things around,
Thanksgiving.
but not yet.
Okay, okay. And that's good. And that's how, well, for myself, I don't necessarily put anything out for Thanksgiving. I go ahead and start getting my things up for Christmas.
Yes.
But I've been into my sister's neighborhood, and one of the houses, they have the turkeys out there. They have all kinds of balloons, like the inflated turkeys and all that stuff outside in the yard,
Oh
and
my goodness.
all these little, they look like Christmas trees, but they're the trees of the fall colors. It's
Okay.
really pretty. So they got it all
Okay.
out there. So yeah, so I'm kind of like you, I'm a minimalist as well. So then I also think about when we're redefining, I'm thinking about how couples, friends, or small families, how they celebrate Thanksgiving when they're away from home.
Mm.
Now, I think about my daughter with her being all the way in Baltimore. So she can't come home because she has to work. So I asked her what was she's going to do, and she said, "Oh, well, one of the players' girlfriends is cooking dinner, and they invited me over."
Oh, good.
So I think about that. I'm like, what, often, what is she? I always think about what is she going to do when she's not here.
Hmm.
Um, and then I talked to another friend yesterday at lunch. She lives in Florida, so she has a very small family in Florida, whereas the other family members are here in Georgia, but they're going to each other houses. So I asked her, what does that look like for her? And she says that it's mainly just her husband, her daughter, her son and his fiance may come down, and that's it. And then later on, they'll go to someone else's house and enjoy their festivities.
Okay.
So, how does that look?
Hmm.
Um, for me, being in a new relationship, newly engaged, so as a couple,
Hmm.
we had to figure out, well, hey, we're engaged. This is our first Thanksgiving together. Are we going to go to your family member's house, or are we going to go to my family member's house, or are we going to go separate? So those are things to think about.
Hmm.
And my answer to that was, for our first year, I'm fine with either. I'm okay. So
Hmm.
we decided that he would go to his family, I would go to my family, and
Okay.
then that night we'll meet up with my family. He'll come over, later
Okay.
on that night. So that way, because we don't want to stress
Hmm.
people out, but because
Right.
you already have your plans, so we don't want to stress people
Hmm.
out. Um, so those are things to look at, and moving forward. How are you going to redefine that?
Okay.
So now that I will be engaged, I will be married by next year, Thanksgiving.
Right.
What
Right.
does that look
That's
like?
true. Yeah.
Gotta look at those things.
Yes.
Um, and then sometimes we overstress ourselves when it comes to Thanksgiving, wanting everything to be picture perfect.
Right.
And you're putting pressure on yourself. And then you forget the holiday, you forget the fun, you
Hmm.
forget the meaning of having family and loving on them, having conversation. You forget that. So how do you let go of a picture perfect pressures of the holiday? What is
Yeah.
something that you do, Cynthia, so that you can just avoid that?
That what I do, I really just lead with my heart.
Hmm.
And I have people can feel with the energy that I have put into it. Because I like I was saying one day, I serve a buffet table.
Yes.
And when people are able to see the dishes when they come in and they can see how much love and heart I've put into everything, the table set, the drink area set and the entertainment. I have the music and the fireplace
Yes.
thing burning on this big screen TV, and everything. So yeah, it's just the ambiance. It's
Yes.
just
Makes it
stress,
cozy and loving.
it's de-stressed. And
Mhm.
so it's not, people don't come in looking at anything that's picture perfect. It's stress free. The pressure's gone. That's the way I do that. But I
That's
love, yes,
mm,
I love hosting. I love hosting. And like I said, I host with my heart.
mhm.
And it's not any type. There's no vibe. Well, the vibe is, I do set a vibe. The vibe is de-stressed. And so people feel that when they come in. It's simple, it's soulful, it's entertaining for the holiday season. Some of the music that's playing while the fireplace thing is burning up on the screen is holiday music. And I listen, let me tell you what I do. On Thanksgiving Day, my Christmas tree is up.
Same here.
Yeah, so when they come, they see Christmas tree. We're
Mhm.
having Thanksgiving dinner,
Yep.
but
Yep.
then Christmas tree is up. And so we're ready for that. But everything is stress free, everything's simple. My menus, but I do go with the traditional. I love cooking. My son actually does an exquisite a fried turkey. He fries it in the backyard, and I'm so excited. I know he's the star of the show. Everybody's like,
Ooh,
KJ, frying the turkey this year. I'm like, yeah, he's on it.
okay. All right
But
then. That's good.
it's
Okay.
so good. It's delicious. And then, all of that for a conversation starter. This year, I'm doing something good. It's an idea. I've already created all the cards.
Mhm.
Everyone will get a card as they
Mhm.
enter the door.
Mhm.
It's an index card, and
Mhm.
they are told on the index card to write something within that time that we're together about a thank you for one reason to one individual in this room.
I
And
like that.
tell them thank you and why.
Oh God, I like that.
So hopefully everyone will receive a thank you. That's what we want. And so after we eat, while we're still sitting there, or maybe while they're eating, I'm going to read the cards. I'm going to collect the cards and read the cards. So that's going to be I think that's a great um, conversation starter and emotional, making people
Yes.
feel so grateful. So, but
You
go ahead. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I just like that.
Isn't that a good idea? I,
Yes.
I can't remember where I got that idea, but I said I'm using that this year. That's great.
Mm.
So everybody can go home knowing someone in our room is grateful for them for one specific reason. There's something you could have done, something you could have said to them, just an embrace,
Mhm.
something that made them feel love and great
Mhm.
gratitude.
Mhm.
So anywho, but that's going to be something that's full of emotion. And then just balance everything, of course, with self-care. We always say that. So I'm going to have had a nice long bath before I get ready to
Mm.
start receiving my company and serving and everything, and just de-stress myself and practice all my self-care in my yoga room. I'm going to stretch that morning and be feeling
Yes.
good. So self-care is everything, and relaxation.
Mhm.
Then just knowing just some things that are intentional, just like the game that I'm playing, just to make people feel better as
Mhm.
over there visiting with everyone.
See, now I like that. Now I want to ask you one question.
Uh-huh.
um you're going to be relaxed and just enjoying the whole atmosphere is just calming and soothing. Now I always ask this because sometimes I probably be over the top. What is your dress attire like during that day? Are you comfy, cozy, sweats, jeans, or you're a little dressed because you're hosting? What does that look like? I always ask that for people.
Okay. So when I'm hosting at home, like this year, I'm just going to have on some leggings because it's going to be in the upper 60s.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have on leggings and
Mhm.
a cute little Thanksgiving. It's a long sleeve, cute little. I wouldn't call it a t-shirt or a
Mhm.
sweatshirt. It's kind of in
Mhm.
between,
Okay.
but it's really cute with the Thanksgiving colors, and it says "Be thankful, be grateful." And so I'm gonna have that on with some cute little flat shoes or something. And then,
Okay.
like I said, we're gonna be going in and out, with my son frying the turkey in the backyard. So I'm trying to be comfortable,
Be
honey.
comfortable. Okay. Good. 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 Good.
Yeah.
Always like, should I dress down? Should I dress up? Da 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 da. But look, I'm not hosting. I'm just
Right.
coming in
So
with two dishes, so hey,
yeah. So you might want to dress up more.
I dressed up
Yeah. Yeah.
just a little bit more.
Hmm.
But yeah, I always thought about that. So so when let's think about gratitude, growth, and letting go. So
Okay.
pretty much a Thanksgiving reset,
Hmm.
pretty much, right? So just think about this. Using Thanksgiving as a moment to reflect and realign
Hmm.
before the end of the year. So we're going to
Yes.
reflect back to how things have gone, how we wanted them to go versus how it did go, and just reflect. And then that's a big part of gratitude, right?
Hmm.
So when you're having Thanksgiving, you want to think about releasing what you want to release before that year ends. Okay. Before 2025 ends and before 2026 begins. And then have those conversations. Those are great conversation pieces. Those are great conversational starters. And you'll be amazed at what some people may say or how they move forward or how they want to move forward. Because if you're thinking like me, 2025 just flew by here. It flew
This year
so
was so fast.
fast. I just cannot believe that we're almost at 2026. All right. So you want to think about how gratitude can shift your mindset and your lifestyle direction. I'm grateful for a lot of things, but I can tell you one thing, Cynthia. I'm
Mm.
so grateful that I'm not in January, February 2025. I've
Yeah, I
made
know.
a long way.
That's a good thing to keep remember, Val. We
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
do that. Look back at the year and say, look from where I've come and
Yes.
how far.
Woo.
Yes.
Look
If
from
you
where I
gone.
started from.
Yes.
Exactly. Look how far I've come from where I started from. Because if I was in the position where I was February of
Right.
2025,
Yes.
I will probably be saying, let me off somewhere too.
I know exactly. I know exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's grateful. So that's that gratitude.
Hmm.
And that's those conversations because things have changed. And just
Hmm.
if we're still in the predicament that we were in back in February 2025, here in November 2025, this is the time where we realign, redirect, while we're reflecting. Let's figure out, not even figure out why we're still here. Let's just figure out how to get out of here.
The strategy.
Just
Yes.
that's that strategy.
That
So we
strategy
don't,
word.
that's right, that's the strategy. So we don't focus on what was or what is. We want to focus on what will be.
Right.
Exactly. So we want to look at that future. So that's some great stuff. And then also to help you do those things, to help you move forward, to still be grateful, think about where you've been and where you're going and where you are. A short gratitude or journaling.
Hmm.
Journaling, journaling exercises for listeners, a short gratitude or journaling exercises for listeners, and then talk about it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Talk about it. Now
Yeah.
that's one thing I can say, and I hear a lot of people, oh, I'm not getting anybody in my business. I'm not telling my business. You're really not getting people in your business. You're really not telling people your business. You're trying to get through life.
Right.
So how can someone help you
Right.
or give you any type of advice,
If they
any
don't know.
suggestions, or if you're not talking about it, you don't
Mhm.
have to go in detail.
Right.
We're adults. We're
Hmm.
grown.
Hmm.
We've been here for a while, um, and things happen, and we still need some assistance at some time, and there's
Come
nothing
on now.
wrong with that. So think about that gratitude, journal,
Hmm.
um, talk to someone that will listen to you, and someone may even come to you with,
Right.
with you need to be a listening ear
The
as well.
word. Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know so yeah, so I think that reflecting during this time is great. Be thankful, be grateful.
Hmm.
um my sister squad, we talk about for the past couple of months, each person had a gratitude word: peace,
Hmm.
patience, kindness, things of that nature. So for 6 days we had to speak on each word for each person,
Okay.
and we had to speak about how it um humbles us, how it pertains to us, how it could help others, and things of that nature. And I think that was really good. So I'm going to introduce that entire exercise on Thanksgiving as well to my family. You know, give
Absolutely.
a couple of people a word, and then when we get back together on Christmas, let's talk about that. That's a
Yeah.
conversation piece.
Oh, that is awesome, Val. I love that. And and speaking of that, because you're talking about your sister circle, your
Hmm.
that's community. And
That's
we were just talking about that community, and we
hmm
have to have those communities. And one thing I love so much that people are doing in communities right now is this buzzword we call Friendsgiving. And I think that's so cool, y'all, because not only do we have family that we want to share Thanksgiving,
hmm
we have some good friends that are
Yes.
going home to be with their family, but
Yes.
we want to share a Thanksgiving together. I'll never forget
hmm
the best Friendsgiving I ever had in my life.
hmm
Usually it's with work coworkers and
Yes.
friends and things like that. Was when I was working on a project in Nashville, Tennessee. And all of us, before we dispersed for the holiday and everyone went their own separate ways, going back to their certain states, because we had to travel there,
hmm
we had Friendsgiving. And we all brought a dish, and it was so much fun. And I remember everybody, the one thing that stood out when we took our final picture, I had
hmm
on a trench coat and I actually had something to do, so I wasn't going to stay too long. And I didn't take my coat off right before we,
hmm
everybody else was casual, sweater, t-shirt, whatever. And so then when they took the picture, Ray, one of the trainers that I was working with, he said, "Why does Cynthia always look like she's getting ready to go and report the news?" I said, "Oh my gosh, I do." But anyway, but we were just that kind of friends. We were always so much fun and laughter. We had a ball. But
Oh
anyway,
my God.
no, but Friendsgiving is such a good thing, y'all.
I would like to do
Celebrating
that.
with those connections. I love it. I love it. I love
hmm
it.
hmm
And it's a non-traditional gathering, and the importance it emphasizes the importance of that big C word, community. And we know that this is good because it's a chance for us to spread love to these people who are not in our families, and somebody may not have a place to go for Thanksgiving when we disperse and go home, and they may be by themselves. However, we gave them a memory of feeling a part of family love when they celebrated with us at Friendsgiving. So that's good. So we're building a meaningful tradition with our chosen family. And y'all, sometimes the chosen family is better than the family you were born into. I'm just saying, some of those families out there you're trying to run away from. And then you can choose your friends and have a wonderful Thanksgiving gathering.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I know, but we want to do it and do it, make it welcoming right now because of what's going on with the economy, and
hmm
be able to do it on a budget, y'all. And you
That's
can do it
right.
on a budget. And
Right.
yesterday, just to say that, yesterday when I went walking at the park for my walk, there was the mayor was out there, and there was a group out there, and I was walking around the park. They had music playing and everything. And they had a couple food trucks, and I said, "What's going on over here?" And they had all these turkeys. Y'all, people were driving through, they were giving away turkeys. I said, "Look
Oh,
at this." And I had to go up to him and I said, "Congratulations, you guys are doing the Lord's work out here." Because it's great because
yes, ma'am.
community people are suffering right now for food, and they want to make sure people had a turkey to celebrate Thanksgiving, and they gave
hmm
free
hmm
turkeys away. I loved it.
Mm.
And you can
That
do it on a budget. If you got a free turkey, and other churches and organizations are giving away the turkeys, y'all, you
hmm
can do a potluck dinner and have people bring different dishes with
Yeah.
that turkey that you received, and then put up some decorations, and your Thanksgiving can just be fantabulous.
I like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
I wanna do a Friendsgiving one day. Maybe next year I could do one. I would really like to, because I've never been to one. I never hosted one, but
Okay.
that is a great idea. I would normally do things for during the Christmas holiday. I was mentioning to someone a couple of weeks ago, I used to host these things called girlfriends Christmas swag parties. I used to host them all the time,
Okay.
go to different houses or different hotels and host them. And then I just start doing them like at my house, but just say, oh, we're just gonna just get together. And someone was telling me that's like if you did that for years, you should start doing it again. That brings people together. And I said,
Yeah.
you know what, I do want to do that because I had so much fun doing that.
That sounds
Um,
fun.
yeah, yeah. So maybe for next year. So I got two things on the agenda:
Mhm.
Friendsgiving and girlfriend's Christmas swag party.
Oh, that sounds really fun.
Yes, that will be good.
I love it. I
That
love
will
it.
be fun. Yeah.
When we start talking about Christmas, you'll have to
Mm,
give some of those details so we'll know we can start having one.
I will, honey. I
Okay.
will. You will love it. You
Thank you, Val. You got a word for us, honey?
I do. So I know you probably can't see this, but what it
Hmm.
says is so my let me tell you.
I see it.
Okay, I'm here at my sister's house and she has this prayer room. I'm in her prayer room, and everywhere you look, there is nothing but inspiration and encouragement everywhere.
Oh,
When life gets too hard to stand, then you kneel. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Psalms 107:1. But what I really love is this: don't forget what God has brought you through. He is able. And didn't
okay.
we just talk about just now
Yes. Oh, look,
gratitude?
I can see that
You
clearly.
see it?
Mm-hmm.
Things that we are going through. Oops, there we go. Things that we are
Mm-hmm.
going through. Don't
Mm-hmm.
forget what he's brought you through as you're going through, because he's able.
And we need to be reminded of that,
Yes,
don't we?
yes. That's like one of the
I'm
best.
looking at myself, don't we?
Don't we? I remember my mom used to say, every time you point a finger at somebody, you got three point
Three
back at you. Say, yeah,
at
don't
you.
we?
No.
Yeah, so let's not forget that. So this holiday season, um, don't let it stress you out. Don't let the pressure get to you. Enjoy it. Remember the reason for the season. Remember to be thankful. Remember to be grateful. And no matter what you're going through, remember that he's brought you through that to
That's
get to
right.
here. And he's going to continue to keep you going because he is able. He's our living God and he is able. Okay?
Okay, we got it, Miss Val. Thank you so much, y'all, for stopping by. Please continue to do so. And don't forget to leave us some names of individuals
Yeah.
you might be interested in us speaking with. And leave your comments at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we love you. Everybody have a great day. Bye.